Um, we were having a discussion recently about centeredness, center, like on these lines, and I feel that sharing that exploration can be very useful here for us. Uh, Let us try to understand first of all why ego is called false center, false self, basically. No, ego is called false self, and let us translate self into center right now. So self means center. Center means that centeredness from where we work, like which gives us orientation, which gives us stability in our actions and decisions, and our observations towards life. Experiencing also gives a experiencing also requires stability, no? Because let's say if you are enjoying a ice cream and it is moving continuously, you know what I mean? You cannot enjoy it, no? Like that. Or if you are moving too much also. So we can say centeredness or center is what is self, no? So why ego is called false self? For most of the people, for most of the life, that center, which is false center, which is false self, is not ultimately broken or exposed as something which can be broken, no? Like forever broken or forever shaken. It just shakes and breaks a little bit and repairs itself quickly and comes back to stability and centeredness again, no? But for those who in a way are destined to wake up, you can say, to the higher truth of who they are, all of us, no? For them, this happens that this false center has to break in order for us to discover the true center, no? And that process itself is so uh, not nice, I feel. So the thing that happens is generally that the false center breaks first, followed by a period of searching, internal trying to find out what to do now, what is happening, disturbance and everything, disorientation, and then slowly trying to find that true center and reaching to that also, which may take long time also sometimes. So, for those of us who are interested in knowing the truth of who we are, it is for sure that our false center will be broken, or it has already been broken. Maybe we don't know that yet. No. So, is there any best practice? This is where I'm trying to come to together. Yes, there is actually. That best practice is not really to know who we are ultimately as the pure awareness or as the pure perceiver of everything, meaning my life, your life together, whole life. No, that cannot give us that stability or centeredness which we require in the practical life, in living of life. That only gives us ultimate stability when my body will fall. Then I will, you will remain stable. But for living life, a different center is required for that. That is the center of what we can call presence also. That center is what I call I am. It's a actual center in the body in a way, in the bodies you can say, in the form. And that same center works as a stable ground, but a true center this time, not the false centeredness given by the ego. You know, because I used to feel that ego is like a setup. It's not a right word, but setup is like a put together, like things have been put together. But more externally, like from outside, our upbringing, our conditioning, living of life with others, that has kind of got crystallized, like solidified inside us, and has given us a sense of center now, from where we are living life. No? What I'm talking about, a sense of I am, is the true center. It is a center provided by the existence. So, what I'm saying is that if we can already start coming to the true center, while we still have the stability of the false center, it will be more of a transition from the false to the true without losing the sense of stability ever. No? This is what I'm trying to say. That's why the sense of I am is so important. And it is not limited to those all people only. This what I'm sharing is not only beneficial to those people whose false center is still stable, giving them a stable ground. It is for those also who are whose center is broken a lot, and they are kind of almost like in the air now for quite some time. I'm sure I can sense some of you are in that state right now for some time actually. That like in the air, as if no grounding or centeredness is felt in you now continuously. Even for them, this sense of I am is very useful. It will not create that center in one sense, and in another sense, it will create a center also in you. When we do meditation together of this I am, what we also do is that once we sense truly and we start living the sense of existence, we kind of try to remain in this living of the sense of existence. That is what manifests actual center of I amness in our body, which is going to remain afterward, which is going to continue giving us the stable ground from where we can take decisions, make decisions towards life and respond to life, like this. So this is that what I wanted to share with all of you, that how important this I am is actually, if understood well. We are taking it like a ultimate truth, like like great beings have discovered it as the starting point towards the absolute truth, and that's where we may feel confused also, that I don't want to go to the ultimate truth yet, where it doesn't matter how my body flows, my life flows. No, I want to tell you that no, there's a choice being made inside you by you. You cannot be pulled into something suddenly. I am is a much more stable center than any state of ego center or the centeredness provided by the ego. It is much more stable anytime. That's why even if those people who have very strong stable ground of ego is still there and very nicely living life, they can practice it, because this will very nicely, it's like switching from the false center to the true center without losing the centeredness at any point of time. Like there is no downtime. Like you are switching from the borrowed router to your own router now, for the internet, and there is no downtime during this time. You see what I'm saying? Neither the internet will stop working, nor the speed will reduce, bandwidth will reduce. No. However, after you settle in the true center, your own router, speed will increase, the bandwidth will increase drastically, and the stability of the speed, consistency of the speed will be much more also now. Because now it is not dependent on anyone else. The false center is dependent on the whole world collectively, and particularly with those with whom we are more connected and interacting and living life. So they can shake this false center, this true center. Only the will of God can shake, nothing else. Remember this. There is no power in this world which can shake the center, except my Lord. No, this is the power of this I am, simple truth. No? So I just wanted to simplify this, because it looks like too much. Oh my God, I am. Sorry. Can we talk about simple things? This is the simplest. This is the simplest and most fruitful. No? But we as if have too much trust in the mind, in the way of the ego, which is not letting us see that model is really sucking all of our blood, all of our energy continuously, and it's not giving us anything almost. Ego, what ego gives us? It gives us hope. Nothing else. Ever. Anything ever you have succeeded in doing in life, it is because you did it in spite of ego, not because of ego. Any one of us who have succeeded in doing anything in life, not because of ego, not because of the support of ego. Support of ego is an illusion of support. It's like flowing water giving us the illusion of the support of a ground. No? This is from a movie. No, somebody was saying that we had a watchman in our village, and he used to shout, like, the watchman shout, no, that like jagte raho, like remain awake, like this. Or he used to say all is well. No, he used to say all is well. And one day when thieves came, they robbed the houses. Then we got to know he was blind actually. He could not see anything. He just used to say all is well, so to declare that I am seeing and everything is fine. Is it not our mind saying like this? Everything is fine, totally fine. Broken, this happened, that happened. No, no, all is fine, everything is fine, everything is fine. Age is passing, age is going, like slipping out of our hands. And still everything is fine. Everything will be okay one day. Everything will be okay. Which day? Will it be one of the weekdays or weekend? Which day? So ego is not really a ground. It's a deception of stability or centeredness. And we surprisingly live in it for so long. I think that two reasons I found. One, that we don't care many times. Like we don't care. Many people don't care about this centeredness, like from where I'm living. What I'm living is more important. Which is like, okay. And some other who were very focused in their life, they did not find energy or time for it. Like they were so focused on their desire or project that they were trying to attain or complete, that they did not feel that, because that very focused desire gave them a stability or centeredness, no? Because everything was revolving around it anyway, no? And once they become unhooked from it, then they realize, oh my God, I don't really have any center. That center was only of my desire, no? So, my friends, I feel very lovingly I want to share with you that if you feel that you should go, I feel you should try to get to your true center before it is late, no? In the sense that before either ego is broken, or the central desire that we have for anything in life is kind of fulfilled or finished, that energy when finished. So this is something I felt like sharing with all of you to begin this conversation today.